Welcome to Garage Banter, where we're finally back in here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, we're finally.
April was so bad.
April was a bad month for movies,
Yeah.
So, but we're getting into the nitty gritty with March, April, May. I had to decipher that in my head for a second.
This guy.
We're getting into May, where a bunch of movies are coming out.
Yeah, May's gonna be awesome.
May's gonna be,
a lot of
and
us.
I'm really upset. I know this doesn't need to be
Probably
spoken.
Get annoyed by us.
I don't need to. This doesn't need to be spoken in a review video, but I'm really upset about the Civil War. Like, people got to see it a month in advance.
Why?
And that really makes me mad. Like, I don't know why people got to see it a month in advance.
Like, was it just at a certain theater? Or
Yeah, like screenings for critics and stuff got to see it a month in advance. And granted that the reviews have been really great, but still, regardless, they got to see it a month before me, and I'm pissed.
Because I'd hate to go on there and thinking, oh, I'm about to go watch this movie, and then you see a bunch of terrible reviews by critics, and now all of a sudden you're like, I'm not that excited about seeing this movie now. Thanks a lot.
They must have knew they had a good movie on their hands. They had to have.
Yeah, but I mean, Marvel has done really well, so.
Yeah, it's been few and far between where they've put out. Marvel has put out a bad movie. You have Fantastic Four, which Fox Marvel did.
Ooh, Lord.
But
I still hadn't watched it, but just all the bad stuff I heard.
I don't know if I want
everything. I can't. I don't want to watch it because I love the original Fantastic Four.
With Jessica Alba and
Jessica
see,
Alba
I like the first one. Whichever one with Silver Surfer was in. Was it the second one?
The second.
See, I didn't really like the first one then. Then I really liked the second one because I
Second
love Silver Surfer.
Yeah, the second one was really good. And see, I thought the first one set it up. Set up the Fantastic Four pretty good. And whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
What is his name? Dr. Doom.
Yeah,
Boom.
and Captain America. I mean,
the Flame on.
The Flame.
Is he the Torch?
The Human Torch.
Human Torch. Okay, Human Torch.
Okay,
since stretchable guy.
So we're gonna get into what we started the video about,
which has nothing to do with superheroes.
Nothing to do with superheroes.
Kinda, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Going into the movie, I thought maybe it had a little to do with superheroes, but maybe it didn't. Kind of. Anyway, we're going to be reviewing Midnight Special. And they did not play the song in the movie. And it kind of upset me. But overall, a great movie.
Yeah, it was really
good. It was a good movie.
And I mean, it kind of left, some things open for you just to have, just imagine. maybe it could be like this, or maybe it could be like that.
Or maybe this is what they, what they were going for, because I don't want to spoil anything, but since this movie did not come out in wide release for like 3 weeks, it was only in like New York and LA for 2 weeks, and then it finally made it to our area, and I had some things happen where it was hard to go see it, but we finally got around to go see it, and I'm glad we did. Yeah, because it was good. I guess since it wasn't a wide release right at the beginning, that it's considered more of an independent movie. Yeah. And it's you're directed by Jeff Nichols, he directed Mud, which was a fantastic movie. Yeah, I think it didn't win. It was a really good movie. Pretty sure it won some Academy Awards.
If you didn't see it, you should see it just for the heck of it.
I don't know. I don't know if it did. You can ridicule me all you want, but he's a good director. Mm-hmm. And Michael Shannon, the dad that played in Midnight Special, is an awesome actor. Played Zod and Superman and Batman.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel. Awesome movie, which is I thought Man of Steel was great.
Yeah, it was an awesome Superman movie.
I thought it was awesome. Yeah. Batman and Superman, you can go watch our review on that, and you know what we think about that. But back to Midnight Special. Without giving too much away, it lends itself to a little bit of imagine. You gotta open your mind and imagine things. It's about a boy who's struggling to get home. Mm-hmm. And he was born into a world he doesn't belong in. Yeah. And his parents that are trying to get home, and people are trying not to let him get there. Yeah. That's basically what it's about.
Yeah, it kind of starts out a little weird. You I don't know, the opening scene
Mm-hmm.
They're in there talking, I guess, in that office. That was the opening scene, right? Or was it?
I don't
That's
remember.
basically the opening scene.
Yeah, that's
pretty
basically
much.
the opening scene.
And it was just like, what are they talking about?
I
And
think
then all of a sudden they go out to this room with full of people, and you're like, what is going on? Like I thought this was about like some little boy and his dad, running.
See, the action sequences really came in at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Like right when you were suspense, it was like suspense, and then it threw you for a loop and was like stuff falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
You know, it really happened at the right moments, which is great for the director because Jeff Nichols.
Which I would have shit myself if
Oh,
I was
man.
there and seen that stuff coming down. I was like,
Dude.
what do you do?
You run.
Well,
run.
I mean, they did exactly what they should have done, but some other people are not so fortunate.
Yeah.
Not so fortunate.
So the tone of the movie was the tone kind of felt like everyday life.
Yeah.
That's what the movie seemed like. It wasn't like depicted darkly or had so much uplifting stuff. It actually kind of like seemed like you were just walking on the street. The tone depicted everyday life.
Yeah.
That's how I felt watching the movie. And I guess like I don't know what I was gonna say, but all right, you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
don't know,
The
man.
tone of the acting was phenomenal across the board.
Like the dad's friend that was helping him.
Yeah.
Lucas is his
Lucas.
The name of the character, Joel Edgerton.
Joel Edgerton plays a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he was really good in this too, like really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course you got Kirsten Dunst as the mom. I haven't really seen her in a whole lot lately.
No, she's kind of like we said before. I think when we were coming out of the movie, or when we first got here, that she's kind of taking more of like an independent role
Just kind
type
of off
thing.
to the side.
I think she's trying to like maybe revamp her career.
Yeah, and I mean she did really good, you know. But of course, the dad, Michael Shannon, and Joel Edgerton were just awesome. And then of course you can't forget about Kylo Ren.
Oh, Kylo Ren, which played a totally different character.
Oh, I mean, he had me sold on the type of person that
He plays in this movie.
Yeah, you would think that he should be. He had me sold on it. Like, he is really good. Like, I mean, damn.
Dude can act.
Yeah.
I mean, he can flip flop his roles.
Like, wow.
Like, I never once was I like, oh, that's Kylo Ren. Or that's the dude from.
I saw his face, I said it was Kylo Ren. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
but-
Kylo Ren. But I mean,
that's the dude from Girls. You know, I never thought that. You know,
What?
I've caught Girls on HBO several times. You know, just
Never
on
mind.
TV flipping channels, HBO,
Yeah,
see
sure,
see
whatever.
Girls
He-
and see
he-
Adam
he
Driver.
read Girls, and he was like, "Oh, sweet."
But man, I
Thought
mean,
it was something else though.
even Jaden Lebert, whatever his name is, I can't think of his, how to pronounce his name. But the boy,
yeah.
fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I mean, all around this movie, if you're going for a full story that's going to wrap itself up and explain everything, it's not the right
Yeah.
movie for you. If you don't like the imaginary, like if you can imagine stuff that's not real or stuff, you're probably not going to like this movie because you can't wrap your brain around it. Or
Yeah, because it doesn't leave it explains a lot, but it does leave some. I wouldn't say key details really unanswered, really stuff you don't need to know for this movie, like the whole movie trying to get to home. You don't really need to know, I guess, all the rest of the stuff. I mean, it's just there, and you're just you start questioning. You're like, oh man, what about this? It's something fun, as you're leaving the movie to talk about, because you're thinking, oh, what about this? What about this? Oh, where did this come from? Just fun things to talk about.
yeah, it definitely lends itself to discussion after the movie, because
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I didn't see that. If you're talking to somebody and they caught something maybe you didn't, like we had. I don't remember what it was, but you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was like the light spectrum or something.
He said, been watching you or whatever. It's
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been watching you for a long time. You didn't quite catch that. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely
Probably playing on
worth
his
going to
phone.
see. I love movies like this that We need more movies like this
Yeah.
with new ideas.
New ideas. And
Not some remake, not some sequel. I mean,
don't be
I love
hating
sequels. I love
on
sequels.
Remakes of like Batman and stuff like that. Come on now.
No, I'm not hating on superhero movies because they do better with sequels.
Yeah.
I would rather see a sequel to a superhero movie than a remake.
Yeah.
You can make a movie better by making a sequel. Learn from your previous experiences if it wasn't well received. Make a sequel, make it better. Don't reboot it.
Instead of just dropping everything and just starting over, new director, new cast. Just
Yeah, see, I would rather see a sequel that gets better than a reboot.
Yeah.
But this is not about Midnight Special because I don't want to take anything from it because it doesn't deserve to have anything taken from it because it is a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, score. Let's give it a score. I'll let you go first. Midnight Special.
So wait, I don't ever go first.
And today's your lucky day.
Oh man. let me take this in for a second.
Okay. Pause.
0 out of 11. Okay. Or 1 out of 11. Or 0 out of 11.
It doesn't matter. 0 out of 11 or 1 to 11. Garage Banter scale if you haven't watched any of our previous movies or videos.
We give the 11 just for like that movie.
That movie.
Like
that movie.
Just blew you away, phenomenal. Wow. And Midnight Special, I'm gonna say there was one moment where I was kind of like, oh, okay, it's dragging just a little bit, but no, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't like boring or nothing. It's just like, okay, like, it's a song, and then all of a sudden they flip flopped completely from what I thought was gonna happen, changed it completely, and got right back on track so fast. I was like, oh well,
okay.
shit, they really didn't even drag it on. Like I thought it was gonna be dragged on, and really, I thought we were in that movie for a lot longer than what we were. Like because it was so much.
So much in an hour and 45 minutes. It was like
so good. Yeah,
it was good.
I thought it was like a 2.5 hour movie, but no, it was just an hour and 45 minutes. But anyway, okay. So my score, I give it an 8. I mean, because it was really good. It was acted really well.
Action was good.
Yeah, the action was good.
With a movie that maybe not would maybe not lend itself to action.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
Like the suspenseful parts, and just fuck the acting. Excuse my language. The acting was just so good, and the story, it was just
unique.
It was, and
so
like
unique.
really in the trailers, like. They didn't really explain anything about what was going on for the most part, just except for a dad and his son who has some type of ability or something, and they're on the run. That's it.
That's how it starts with the radio broadcast.
Yeah. And, I mean, other than that, it was just, it was a good story. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So I totally agree with you. And I'm going to, like, reiterate on some of your points. Like, the action was great, and it caught you right in the exact moment where it needed action, and it got you with dialogue right when you needed dialogue. Right when you think you needed something to be explained, they explained it.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. I mean, that is good writing. That is good directing. The acting was phenomenal. I got to give this movie I got to give it like a 9.5. I mean, it was great.
It almost hit that 10 though.
I mean, it was 9.5. I mean, great. If I could say anything bad about it was I would have maybe liked to have known a little more of the ending. Maybe not leave as much open for imagination, even though that's kind of one of the points that I liked about it.
Yeah.
That it left it open for imagination because you kind of want to feel like, oh, yeah.
Well, you want to feel like you know what happened or what's going on, even though, like you do for this story in particular. But it's like this at the end. It's like it opens up just this whole like new world.
Like that's not what I saw coming.
It's like, whoa, what's going on here? And I mean, it was
good.
It was fun. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
you get to talk about it later and ponder on it.
I guess some of the negative. Besides of the imagination thing, maybe it drug on just a little too long in some parts. But besides that.
Yeah, I mean, it's as soon as like, you're thinking, oh, it's dragging on, boom.
Yeah, I mean,
back in it. You're like, yeah, come on.
So some of the hindrances that I give it from not giving it like a 10 would be like it drug on just a little too long, and then they gave you action, but that was also a good part. So it's kind of like a give and take.
Some of the Dragon, it's a good story. It's telling you about
It's a unique story, and that's what I love about movies. We need more unique stories. So there it is.
That's
our midnight special review. So
that
next
was
month,
so gay.
We said it at the same time.
I mean, on point.
So next month is a month to watch out for Garage Banter, because we're coming at you hard with reviews and talk about everything.
See like 5 movies next month.
Like 5 or 6, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yep, next month. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. And we've also started our new trailer reactions. Of course, I think you've seen. Some people have seen.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna do trailer reactions. We'll do some talk and speculation, and we'll do some movie reviews.
And there's actually one trailer reaction where I show a little bit more emotion. I know it's hard to get out of me, but that was awesome.
When you know it, when you see it,
you should see it. It's X-Men Apocalypse. You should go see that one.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Great trailer. So there it is, midnight special review, and we'll see you next time.
Later.